Welcome to mission number 4, Star Fox Assault.
We have arrived at Fichina. This is where we lost track of Pignut.
Fichina, huh? Just great. There's nothing here but snow and ice.
Uh-huh. But after they built the climate control center, the planet became inhabitable.
This is a crisis, team. From the look of things, the climate control generators, well, looks like it's been out of order for quite a while. If this blizzard keeps up, the planet will once again become barren.
I wonder if this is Pigma's work. Could he be laying a trap?
Oh, we can't fly our R-Wings in this weather.
We have no choice. I'll go down and get the generator back up. If I can just get to the climate control center, we'll be okay.
Playing the hero again, huh, Foxy? Hey, more power to you, buddy. Me? I hate the cold.
It makes me hibernate.
It's up to you, Fox. I'll make sure the others are ready to launch their R-Wings at any time.
So in this mission, our objective is to destroy power generators. Which I guess is very similar to what we've been doing before, since all we've been doing is destroying, I don't know, transfer devices and stuff, so it's pretty much the same thing.
Rob, scan the control center.
Those are some fancy binoculars.
Affirmative. The climate control center is protected by a shield.
All kinds of gadgets and gizmos.
All right.
It's probably worth a lot.
To get in, we have to turn that shield off first.
Even glows and everything.
No time for subtlety. I'm gonna have to blow up the generators.
Don't go overboard, Fox.
I guess the generators don't have an off switch.
Then get going and do it. We're just spinning our wheels here.
Wait, he's just gonna throw it away?
Careful what you wish for, Falco.
Those are some cool binoculars.
Got it. The shield generators are being shown on your radar. There are 3 of them in all. It's up to you, Fox.
Got it. This blizzard is something else, though.
So this level is very similar to what we've been doing before, I guess. So you just go around and you have to blow up 3 shield generators in order to get rid of their main shield and get inside the weather control center. This level has a lot of enemies in it, so you want to blow up a lot of guys to get the badge.
You're going to have to take out the power supply. That's it. That's the power supply. Once you do...
Looking good, Fox. Only 2 more shield generators to go.
Once you do, looking good! So yeah, there's a lot of enemies around, so you can just shoot them all and build up your combos.
I bet you can't see much, so study your radar closely. There are lots of enemy swarms, so watch your step.
So yeah, the blizzard kind of reduces your visibility, but you don't really need it, because you have your radar, and any enemy you look at, the game auto-aims at, so you can still kill things pretty effectively in the cold. I suppose a piece of trivia that a lot of people know now, Fichina is the level in Star Fox 64 where you first meet Starwolf. It's the one where you have to disarm the bomb at the base. Of course, in the original N64 version, the game was mistakenly translated as Fortuna. So, Fortuna is the level where we fought Oikoni, and it's the lush forest planet. Fichina is the snow planet, and that's the one in Star Fox 64. This era was... Guys, what is wrong with Krystal? Krystal spends every... I'll talk about Krystal in a minute, but basically, yeah, in Star Fox 64 3D, they fixed that translation error. So, the level where you meet Starwolf is properly called Fichina. You see, I don't really like Krystal very much, and the reason being is because... Okay, well here's the thing, right? Every character in Star Fox has their own kind of... Well, at least most characters in Star Fox, major characters, have kind of their personality traits, okay? So, for example, Slippy is the... He's the bumbling, like, fool, I suppose. He's kind of the clumsy one. He's always getting into trouble. Falco is the ace pilot. He is confident in his abilities. He, you know, he's arrogant, cocksure. He's probably, you know, overconfident and overestimates himself, I guess, sometimes. And he's always willing to prove himself to be the best. Peppy is the father figure, he's the old guy, he's the mentor to Fox. And even Starwolf, you know, they have their own personalities as well. So Wolf is the tough guy, Leon is the maniac, you know, he's the twisted one, he's the guy who's all like, I think I'll torment you a bit before I cook you. You know, that's Leon. But what is Krystal's defining characteristic? Well, every single one of Krystal's lines, or almost all of Krystal's lines, are basically her fawning over Fox. She's like, oh, Fox, it's too dangerous for you. Or she's always just white knighting Fox all the time. And that basically leads me to the conclusion that Krystal's sole character trait is, I want to ride Fox's cock. And that is it. Because she doesn't talk about anything else. If Fox wasn't around, what would she do? We don't know, because all she talks about is Fox. I mean, okay, sometimes she cares about dinosaurs, I guess.
This is taking too long. Are you sure you're okay?
I mean, it's not really Namco's fault. And it's probably not even Rare's fault. I mean, Rare made Star Fox Adventures, they made Krystal, okay? But here's the thing, right? Star Fox Adventures was originally called Dinosaur Planet. It wasn't originally a Star Fox game. I'm sure a lot of people know this already. It was originally supposed to be released for the N64, until Nintendo came in and asked them to make it a Star Fox game. If you watch early cutscenes and trailers and things, you'll see that the gameplay footage looks pretty much the same as Star Fox Adventures, except no Star Fox and inferior graphics, I guess. But here's the thing, right? In the original version of Dinosaur Planet, Krystal was going to have a larger role. She was going to be, you know, she was going to be playable for more of the game. She would have been like a selectable character, as well as the guy who, you know, Fox replaced. So she probably played a bigger role in the game and her character would have been fleshed out a bit more. Instead, in Star Fox Adventures, Krystal spends well, you can basically list all the things that Krystal does in Star Fox Adventures on the back of your hand. What does she do? She goes to Dinosaur Planet to help stuff, she does stuff with General Scales, she tries to help the dinosaurs, but oh no! Andros comes along and imprisons her in a crystal, and she stays there for most of the game until Fox comes along, frees her, and then saves the day by himself. So Krystal really achieves very little, we know very little about her, and at the end of the game she decides to join Team Star Fox. Why? We're not really given a reason, but it's heavily hinted at that she wants to bone Fox. She wants Fox so bad, and it's not even funny because that's all they have to go with. We don't know anything about her, we don't know her backstory, we don't know what she was doing on Dinosaur Planet really. I mean, there's some backstory apparently about how her parents were killed by something or another, but no one knows about that. It was never flashed out in the games, and all we have to go with is her lusting over Fox at the end cutscene of Star Fox Adventures. And really, it's probably all Nintendo's fault, because if they hadn't have stepped in and getting all into Rare's business and asked them to make Dinosaur Planet a Star Fox game, then Krystal probably would have been a more fleshed out character.
This should be it.
Control settings confirmed. Beginning adjustments.
Woohoo! That's the end of the blizzard!
You did it, Fox! Fox?
What's wrong, Fox? Come in!
Quit yelling, Falco. I'm fine. Just a little hitch in the plan. There must have been an ID problem. The sentry bots have taken a liking to me.
That must have been Pigma's work. I'm on my way. Hold on!
Yeah. Could you hurry?
Uh-oh, looks like we have to defend ourselves against sentry robots. These sentry robots are a unique enemy, they only appear in this part of the game. And they're quite weird because they are melee attackers. They basically have a shield or armor shield, and once you get near to them, they will backpedal and then will try to karate chop you, but whilst they're karate chopping you, their armor is open and you can destroy them.
They can't sense me. What's going on here?
If the sentry bots mark you as an intruder, look out! They'll just keep coming till you're neutralized.
The thing is, you have to be careful because they come in at all kinds of angles and you don't want to get karate chopped from behind, so you want to get them all on one side, ideally.
I'm almost there.
Which is weird, especially because, as you can see, all they can do is karate chop you. Yet in the previous cutscene, a laser blast was fired at Fox. So it couldn't have been one of these robots, unless they do have guns but decide not to use them. And finally, the last bot is destroyed. But then a billion more spawn.
Now it gets serious.
Yeah, you said it, Fox. It's time to get serious. Let's wait for them all. The idea is to bait them into karate chopping you. And then you can let loose and blow them all up. Oh god, slow down on the GameCube. Urgh. Too many enemies.
Eat this, scumbags!
Falco!
Falco Lombardi, ace pilot.
Wow, that was a flashy entrance.
Quit complaining and climb aboard, will you?
All right.
Hey, just do me a favor and try not to fall off.
Hey, just worry about not getting shot down, okay?
Not a problem. Hey, Sure Shot, get out your blaster and take care of our admirers, will you? Here I come, Fox. Let's tear it up.
So this is
Looks like the scum are
this is
making
the weird
alcohol
part of the game where you are riding on the wing of an R-wing with a cannon. This is basically an extended turret section. I'm trying to get this last guy, but I can't shoot through Falco's wing.
Someone on the ground's locked onto us.
If you attack Falco's ship, it doesn't do any damage to him, but he can get annoyed and he'll say angry lines sometimes. The idea of this section is to shoot enemies before they shoot you. You see, you're fixed on a turret.
They kinda got a lock on me. Get them before I get smoked.
See, those yellow enemies will home in or lock on to Falco, and you have a limited time before they fire a damaging laser beam. There are these enemies on the floor, but they don't attack you. Any threat that actually hurts you is highlighted on the radar, so if you only want to just survive, just pay attention to the radar and see which direction the enemy's coming from. And it's weird because on these turret sections, you're given this rapid-firing death gun, and you never get this gun anywhere else. But it has infinite ammo and does a load of damage. Having this on foot would be kind of useful, because it destroys ships so easily. It has infinite ammo, you don't have to worry about cooldown or anything, so you can actually just play the whole game holding the fire button and never letting go.
Well, that was kind of a thrill.
This is no joke, Slippy.
Thanks, Fox.
So, you know, while you're on the wing, you can't actually move, you can only look around. And remember when I said that dual stick option wasn't perfect? Well, this is the reason why it's not. You see, in this mode, you are using the C stick to look around, and you're using the R button, the R trigger, to fire. You're basically using only one side of the controller, so you can play this whole section one-handed. But that's not what's bad about it. What's bad about it is you're basically spending so long holding down the R trigger button. If you haven't used the GameCube controller before, the R trigger button is basically a pressure-sensitive spring button. It's like a squeeze trigger. What that means is you have to actually put some amount of force onto the R button, and if this was the single stick mode, it would be the A button to shoot. Holding down the A button is actually quite easy. Holding down the R button actually tires your finger out over time. I mean, it's not a massive problem. I'm not saying my finger, like, you know, falls off after playing this section, but it's just, you know, it's not really ideal, and it doesn't matter so much in this section because this one's quite short. There's another turret section later on that's basically hell, kind of, or not really. It's much longer though. And, you know, I still don't get the idea of standing on your wing. I mean, it might look cool seeing a guy stand on the jet fighter's wing using a gun and shooting things, but practically what's the point? It severely limits Falco's maneuverability. He can't barrel roll, he can't even shoot enemies. He hasn't even fired a single shot, it's just me shooting other things. Wouldn't I be better off using this gun from the ground or something? Why do I need to be on Falco?
Fox, those bots seem suspicious, so I checked them out, and they were aperoids!
Are you sure?
Yeah, aperoids must be able to take over other machines!
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's true! And the one who's pulling their strings is me, Pigma!
Pigma!
Up and out, big fella!
What the? That's part of the engineering, isn't it?
It's been infected by the asteroids!
You dirty swine.
I wouldn't bother with me right now. That thing looks like it means business.
Danger, danger. Climate Control Center generator approaching critical overload.
Deal with Pigma later. Without the Climate Control Center, we'll never stop the blizzards again.
Got it.
Pigma, did you take up smoking after quitting Star Wolf? It really sounds like you've got emphysema.
Got it.
Did you say the climate control center's overloading? Does that mean there's gonna be an explosion? Yikes!
If you don't destroy the targets, this planet is doomed. You've got to destroy them and stop the explosion. We don't have much time.
There's no way we're letting that explode.
Shield analysis complete. Bringing it up on the monitor.
You know, maybe I missed something, but I don't see how the giant robot thing relates at all to the Climate Control Center overloading.
The way, Fox.
Anyway, you'll notice that attacking all the little tiny things around this enemy, a lot of them drop bombs, and bombs are the only way to hurt this enemy, and you have to shoot them directly into the open mouth.
That's it. It's working.
And you only need to do this 3 times, it's pretty easy.
The hatch is open. Now is your chance. Fox, your bombs. Hold some of them in reserve.
And as you can see, you have 3 minutes in total. I've already used up a minute, but if you don't complete the mission in 3 minutes, the Climate Control Center explodes. It has one main attack, and that's its giant death beam. If it hits you with that, it does a load of damage. But if your R-Wing explodes, you don't die. You crash, and you jump out of the R-Wing. And you have another chance to get into an R-Wing again. Peppy sends you a new one almost straight away, because he has a warehouse full of them, I guess. It only has 2 tiny little spindly stilt legs. How did it even support itself standing up? Alright, aperoids, I guess. Magic. Nanomachines, whatever.
This is Fox. The Climate Control Center generator is undamaged.
Looks like all the asteroids are gone too.
Nicely done, Fox.
Still, getting attacked by your allies? Man, that's just crazy.
Oh, I mean, maybe if you turn friendly fire back on.
After all, those without strong wills can be easily turned to evil.
Those without strong wills. Allies or enemies?
What is it, Fox?
Nothing. That sounds like someone I know, that's all.
Obey us, obey us, obey us, obey. Was I just talking in my sleep? No, I won't turn a profit by obeying them. I obey.
You mean to tell me that Falco didn't go after Pigma after he dropped me off? You mean to tell me that that piece of shit, whatever it is, that Pigma's driving, is faster than an R-Wing? God damn it.
All ships home safely.
The Climate Control Center's still working. Nice job.
And I just missed the badge score. To get more score in this level, you kind of have to go out of your way to kill more enemies, but I couldn't be bothered, that would have taken too much time. Now, as you know, that boss battle had a time limit. If you run out of time, then the game is over.
Don't give up until it's over, Fox.
Of course, as time runs out, your teammates keep yelling at you to you know, stop the thing, but, you know, I'm not gonna bother. I'm gonna do instead what, I don't know, riding on Falco's wing was kind of fun, but, you know, you don't really need Falco. You can stand on your own R-Wing. You just get out while you're in the midair, and you can stand on it and shoot things. I mean, I can't hit shit with this puny gun, but, I mean, you know, it's like Just Cause, or Just Cause 2, where you stand on cars and planes and shoot things with your grappling hook and stuff like that, you know. And it makes me look cool.
The mission's a failure. All ships pull out. Hey!
Well, now the Climate Control Center exploded, the blizzards will forever envelop Fichina and it will become uninhabitable. But that's not the canonical ending. See you next time for Mission 5.
Pay attention, Fox. You're supposed to shoot the bad guys. Yo, Fox, you think blasting me is fun or something? What? Is it bird season all of a sudden?
That, sir, is an investigated fabrication. It's rabbit season.